So we have the Beast Week and the Blackfathom Deeps dungeon, and this is my current Old Murk-Eye deck, which you will also see above me. And I will show you the dungeon run with this one. We have the difficulty level on yellow here, and I think we will go with Diminish Explode and deal poison damage relic over here, and let's start with the first round right away. Alrighty, so what we're going to be doing when we start is our goal is to kill these Murlocs with our S.A.F.E pilot. Let's see what kind of a start hand we get. We don't get a S.A.F pilot, but let's see if we can. So we can use Whelp as well with the Flame Burst talent. They will take out these two, and maybe the other one will die as well. Yes, that's perfect. I will drop the Earth Elemental over here to take out this tower. You could take out the left tower first as well, so that you would gain access to this gold vein, but I will do it afterwards. Let's just deal some damage to that ogre so we don't take too much damage to our castle. And we are about to be at max gold, so we will do some Murk-Eye things. I think we are gonna be using... I'm gonna send the Whelps over here as well. Gain a little bit more Murlocs as well. What you need to keep focus on is these Murlocs who keep spawning over here, because they can destroy your castle without you being able to do anything. So let's spend some gold to take those out. And I think we are almost ready to do some pushing to the boss. I'm gonna drop these. I would love to help by killing out these ranged attackers over here with Whelp X and S.A.F pilot. And now we have access to the boss. We will drop also the Earth Elemental over here. Let's take mining this gold over here. And I think we will actually beat around with this one just like that. Once you get to the boss with this build, it's over. You will actually win, but you just kind of want to take out those two towers first. Okay, so this stage is probably the most annoying ones. The poisons are really annoying in this stage, but what we're going to be doing, we're going to be trying to take out this right tower, so we will have defense from both of these lanes. And then we will take out this tower, so we will have a straight access to the boss. I don't really think you need to take out their tower, unless you really want to for some reason. Let's see. The gargoyles are a little bit of an annoyance in here. I really wish we would have got our S.A.F pilot, or... yeah, we can do that, and we can take care of those with our S.A.F pilot. Unfortunately, we didn't have our leader here. And that's another gargoyle coming right away, so that's really, really annoying. Luckily, the Murk-Eye does huge damage, and while we're doing that, we were able to take out this tower. Now we have access to one of the gold veins, which is currently empty, but that's fine. So now we just kind of have to take our time a little bit and wait to have enough gold. That's gonna be fine to lose that one to the Banshee. So now I'm gonna just drop this here to do damage to the tower. That should be fine. That's a lot of enemies coming from there. So I'm just gonna actually do this. I can take out at least the first one. And hopefully the second one as well. They will be taking a lot of poison damage as well, but that's good for me. Unfortunately, we did lose the tower, but we are going to be regaining it. And now we have also access to this tower, so we have a direct access to the boss right now. So as long as we don't keep losing that tower, we should be quite fine. This is... I'm going to drop Cobalt there to do some mining. And I'm going to repush this tower. I really want to keep this one for the defense. And we should be able to take it with this, so let's just drop the elemental over there. Let's do a little bit damage to the boss. Because why not? And let's take out those flying monsters with the S.A.F pilot while we are doing it. Well, the Drake lived. But here comes our boss, and that's fine. Our tower is fine over here, no problem there. And now we just kind of have to wait again to get enough gold so we can do another push. Unfortunately, we did lose the Null Brute. That's a bit of a unfortunate over there. I'm gonna drop Whelp X over here to take care of those. And drop my own Null Brute over here as well. What is a bit annoying with this round is that some of the Murlocs will get killed by the poison, and this is not fun. Let's remind that gold vein. And now again, once again, we wait for a little bit gold, and hopefully we can do a push at that point. We might actually just... Well, it's okay if we lose the kobold. For that, that's gonna be just fine. And we're gonna be using the polymorph over here. Oh, that's a little bit of an unfortunate. We didn't hit the gargoyle. The old Murk-Eye can hit this tower, by the way, from here, so he can just range attack. Now we have overtime, so we have so much gold. We can do much more pushing, hopefully, towards the boss. Let's try to overkill it, and there we go. Once you get to the overtime and you get more gold, the old Murk-Eye really starts to shine because of his ability. And then for the last stage, I chose the relic that will stun enemies when I use Unbound Unit, by the way. Our strategy here is to first take out this left side, take out this head and this tower, so we're gonna get access to this gold vein, and then we can take out this one, and then this one, and then push to the final boss. So let's see. Luckily, we get old Murk-Eye right from the beginning. I was not supposed to drop that one, but okay. So now we can... I will drop Whelp X there to take care of those. Hopefully. Old Murk-Eye does amazing damage to the heads. I just have to be careful that no one pushes me from this side, like this. And Ghoul is an excellent tank to do some tanking for that. So we got the first tower, that's a great start. We can actually use the save pilot, stun them and take care of them. There we go. And now we can wait to get a little bit more gold, and we can give the enemy that gold, that's gonna be fine. And we can start pushing this one. I will drop the elemental over here to aggro the boss. That's a lot of enemies actually. We will use the Whelp X over here and Null Brute over here for defense, and we probably will be able to get this head down. Yes, absolutely perfect. What you have to be careful is just you switch this arrow over here, so that your units will actually go to hit the last one and not just go kill themselves. Let's go mine that gold vein. Wait for a little bit gold. And then we can start doing some pushing. Well, Safe Pilot will take care of those flying units, and I will just drop more and more stuff. I will use Whelp X here a little bit to distract the boss. Unfortunately, we lost our leader here. That's fine, we will be able to probably make out this head as well. There we go, so now we have access to the final bosses, and I would love to always take this head first, so that before accidentally waking this one, because of the bloodlust. And if possible, take this one out next, but that's probably not gonna be possible. At this point we can switch this arrow, so we can go and attack from this side as well. And we are just gonna be having a lot of Murlocs coming up. Let's drop some Whelps over there, and that's gonna be our dungeon completed. So that's actually how you... Again, in here, once you get here, you get to push with your full army. It's just gonna be so easy. The old Murk-Eye passive ability is just so strong. And I think we are gonna be selecting the elemental so that we finally get everything at least on silver and above. It's really annoying to have one bronze in here, so let's take the elemental upgrade. And so that was the run, and this is the build I'm running that you have been seeing this whole time. So what we have is, of course, we have our old Murk-Eye with the Marathon of the Murlocs to extend his duration of this ability. It's really, really great talent. And I love to have some cheap tanks in my build. So we have the Null Brute with the Rapid talent. If you don't have that, that's going to be fine. He's just going to be costing 1 more gold, but that's fine. And also, I do love the ghoul. If you don't have the ghoul, you can use someone else in here. Doesn't have to be tank. You could use someone else in this slot even. Swap them out. But I do love these 2 cheap tanks who generate more Murlocs while the abilities from Old Murk-Eye is active, and also they will be able to hold the front line. There's quite a lot of flying enemies, especially in the second stage, so they can be not that effective there, but they do have their value in the last stage and in the first stage as well. And S.A.F.E pilot is just so great. There's just no reason to leave her out. Especially you saw in the first stage, you can use it to snipe out the Murlocs that would otherwise just attack your tower or just kill your units from range. And Whelp can be used for the same purpose, especially with the Flame Burst talent. It's really amazing talent for the Whelp to do that same job, or just to do some extra damage to bosses, or do some extra damage to whatever there is, or even bait the Banshee in the second stage. If you lose 1 Whelp to the Banshee, that's a really cheap trade for that. So there's multiple uses for Whelp. You could use someone else if you don't like them, maybe Harpies. Maybe the Huntress, up to you if you don't have the talent, for example. Well, in here we have the siege damage unit. We have Earth Elemental with the Obsidian Shard. You could use someone else. I tried to use Gargoyle as well, and that's just fine. Especially in the second stage where there's the poison, you can just fly over the poison without taking any damage with the Gargoyle, and that's just fine. If you have the Gargoyle leveled and not the Earth Elemental leveled. But also, because Earth Elemental is unbound, you can just drop it, and you don't have to touch the poison anyway, so... Also, it's 1 mana, 1 gold cheaper to use. And Polymorph spell, you could use some other spell in here if you don't like, but I think Polymorph is really great for this deck, because you have a lot of small, fragile units, and there's a lot of flying units in the second stage, as you saw, and there's also those Ogre Mages in the first stage. So with this you can just turn them into sheep and have your units a safe passage and let them kill the enemy. And also with the Golden Fleece you will get 1 extra gold back. So if you can time it while the Marathon of the Murlocs is active, you can actually use a 3 gold cost spell, Polymorph, to gain 3 Murlocs. And if your units can kill the Golden Sheep during the time, you will get 1 gold back. So actually you will get 3 Murlocs with 2 gold. If you think of it that way, so that's also a great way to like give you a little bit of more value, a little bit more Murlocs. But that's the basics of this build. Now, I hope you will have much success with this one. I will try to push this as far as I can myself. I thank you very much for watching this video. Hope to see you next time in here as well. Thank you, my friends. Laku out.